So if I didn't, if I have, this is my first project, then I have to go and click this add button. So in this add button, you can see that, can you remember that during that work breakdown structures and the other concept, I told that if I click this, the main project and click the add button, that button is, that sub activities come under this main project. So I click this final assignment and add button. So they think that this is a part of the under this main project. Under this project, there's a sub part. So if I have to do this, if I feel that I'm a main project, so under that project, particularly if I am taking to good 60 or 100 story building in zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can do that whole project, the 100 story project. It is the parent project. So it has the child projects, separate zones, zone 1, zone 2, or zone A, zone B, and each and every zones coming through under separate project managers, or also that zones may divided some other projects. So it is easy to, for us, it is easy to manage and do the works and allocate the resources and prepare the programs and the work programs. Everything's easy when we are dividing the task, rather than to do this one program for a 100-story project, dividing like this, zone wise and the subzone likewise. But for the employer, so employer or the boss of the project or the contractor, so who are working in this head office, so for them, they need its overall budget also. They need the overall program and the overall duration of the project. They don't need this zone wise details. They need the overall project. So that's why I'm telling that this Primavera, we can divide the sub-program, zone-wise sub-program, and link everything to this main program. So if it is in this Primavera, we can easily handle separate each program without this. So if we have to do the same thing in the MS project, so in that time, we have to deal more than 1,000 or 2,000 activities in our activities column. So that's one of the advantage choosing this the Primavera for the large scale projects. That's why the most of the foreign contractors are using this Primavera rather than the software for the high-rise project. High-rise means large scale projects. So now we have to go click this add button, and then that new EPS will start. So if I have to start the new EPS, so this is, I'm telling that this EPS. So this is the project that we are going to include. So then what we do that, we have to give that name. So this is the reason that when you type for a project, there is a name EPS ID called EPS, new EPS, and the new EPS during your stage 1, when you start to create a new project in the Primavera last class. So and that time I told that we need to set these enterprises project structures. So in here, we can change that. What is the ID for my enterprises project structure? For an example, so if I am going to give that ID like, so this ID always, whatever the activity and everything, this ID will refer. That's why in the work breakdown structures also, you could see that there is an ID. After that, only they put the name 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So this kind of ID will help us to identify the project and the sequence for which project it belongs to. And also you can type this EPS name also. So now I tell that, so now it came under this program. So that means I have already a program. So it automatically came under this as a child project of this previous final assignment project. But I think that this is not the child project of this final assignment, and I don't want to link this. So I'm going to keep this as a separate project, and I'm going to add in the later stages, I'm going to add some additional project under this beam. So same technique. So in here you can go and click this, then automatically the project will come. So this is already I had a project. So now I add a new enterprises BIM class. So now you can see in here automatically came. So now as for my my company, so at this moment for my Primavera, I'm having two major projects. One is this final assignment, other one is the BIM class. So this is the way that how we can create a new enterprises project structure. From that only we have to start this add to the project, and later I think other parts you know how after once we go to the BIM class, and how we can add the work breakdown structure, and later how we can give this project activities. So those part we did last class. So now can you try this and can you try and start a new enterprises project structure? Just go to this enterprises project structure, and did you complete, or can you try this one? So you can check that last time we did it for, we have, if you we had this as an initial of this BIM class and this Primavera. So if I go to add my project, so this is the parent project. So under this project, I'm going to add some additional projects. So if I go and click this add new button, so this is the initial they gave, they automatically they are giving this select EPS. What is that? That Primavera. So that's the project name I gave to the main project Primavera. So they gave here. And if I have this as additional, so if I like to give this for the bridge construction, so I can give that. So if I have some other project, other main projects also, I can select during this stage. Then here they gave that project ID, and for that I can give the whatever the ID I like. These are the this is the main project, so I'm going to add my sub projects. So name project, so likewise I'm going to add what are the sub projects. So these things I think you know that last time we did the same things, and from that we open the project and add this work breakdown structure under this, and then we gave these activities. So now can you understand these steps? That means how we are going to start the new project or the and from the enterprise to for the last activities.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Yeah. Now can we put a project into the enterprise after we have put down all these WBS and these project activities?
yes, we can. Now, if you already have a project, so now we have, if you, for example, if I have already include my project to this under the, that means this project. So if I like to change that to this, I can change that to the whatever this in class, so Primavera project. So I need to change this uh, to this new project. So we can do that. Wait, I will tell you, sir. So difficult to. There are some methods, so I will tell you how we can. So once we have to take this BIM class to this new enterprises, how to change, I will tell you. To copy and change, there's a step. I will tell you that. So other than that, no, any other issues? Uh, so now I'll move to that the second activity. That means the OBS. That means I told that in this we read the two important things. One is this enterprise project structure. Other one is OBS. OBS means organization breakdown structure. So these main things, I think these are the advantage tools in this. We can't see these kind of tools in this MS project. So enterprise project, I already mentioned you what is the importance of that. So now I'm going to tell this importance of this OBS, organization breakdown structure. So that organization breakdown structure, that means we discussed that when there's a main project, so under that main project there are some sub child projects, so on, so kind of anything, so we will divide it and we gave that responsible for construction manager or some kind of, it's a large project, number of project managers, or likewise we will give the task to the particular managers, responsible people. So those things we have to allocate through this OBS. Otherwise, we don't know when we have monitoring, we don't know who is handling this part and who is handling this project. Those activities we have to monitor from the head office. That's why we need to we are allocating this organization breakdown structure for the program. So it is enterprise project structures and the OBS are linking. So there's a relationship between both, because based on that we are allocating these responsible project managers. And also I told that this is a kind of ERP system. So when we are allocating this enterprises resource and OBS, we can restrict that. We can restrict that means if I am belongs to this a project, so I can't log in and see that zone B details, because and also I can't log into the CODs until they will give the permission for me. So only the people who in the head office and the overall project monitoring people can check this every project. So those kind of activities we can do through this the final stages. So now I'll tell you how to add OBS for this project. So this is the OBS. From that, when you go and click this OBS, you will see a column like this: organization breakdown structure. So in the organization breakdown structure, they will initially give this main list with the general responsibility, OBS name, OBS description. So same like that enterprises project structure, we have to go and give that OBS add. Then they will give that number of sub kind already. This already is installed in the Primavera, so we can add our uh, new breakdown. So they have that TNC manufacturing. Likewise, the number of OBS, some sections already during the previous programs, and other things I have already included. So what we had to do that. So now we have already give that. So if I have to do, so I can go some. If I click this add buttons, number of sub OBS will start. For example, if I need to see this as zone 1, so I go and I can type this as and what are the things and what is the responsibility of those things, and what are the what is the main task and everything. So I can type under this generals and the description and the modify. So from that I know that under this zone these are the activities and these are the people have allocated, not that sub part. That means sub labors and there's engineers and other technical people are not allocating through this. So those things same as this MS project and other softwares we are allocating with that program. So that will do in the later stages, but this is only to allocate the organization structure only. Main part, what is the part and what who is going to do and what are the things they are going to do. Only things for a brief idea only we are using this organization breakdown structure, so that later only I can know. So this is only my part, so I can go and log in and open under this organization breakdown structures. Even my under my Primavera number of projects and the number of project sub projects are there, so I can't log into these all projects. So that's the importance of this organization breakdown structure. Same as, so we can use these buttons to change the positions. If I have number of zone, number of responsible manager, I can type their names and what is their responsible area, and we can serve it. And finally we can save and close this, and we can allocate the. And this kind of the responsibility, for example, when we start our main project, so during our project we will allocate that some engineers and the technical officers to kind of our projects. In that time we will allocate this, who are the peoples and what are the responsible of the sub activities like this under this program. So this will also, we will do this in later stage, and but in this stage just get the idea. Before we start, we have to give the main organization breakdown and this enterprise breakdown before start, if you are going to start a new project. So later main thing is the calendar. So in this MS project last time we did the calendar. What is the importance of the calendar? Be preparing and set the calendar before start a project. Because if you have failed in this MS project, then the Primavera is the difficult thing is, if you have failed to do any basic changes in the basic stages, but it is very difficult to after that to correct those things. So otherwise it is very difficult to adjust. So sometimes we have to redo the program, whole program. Those kind of issues are there if you have failed to do the basic changes and the basic correction in the initial stage. So for an example, last time we did the calendar for that MS project, 5 days, 8 hours program. So generally it's a common standard in Sri Lanka. Same as we are also going to add the program calendar for this program. So for that also you had to go to this enterprises. There's a calendar. So if you better, if you can do this along with me. So this is the calendar. If you click this calendar, you will get a window like this calendar. From that, there's a button that add button. If I click this add button, there's another column. You will see that select calendar to copy for. So in here, there are some default formats and already previously prepared formats. So I can, if I need, I have to add and prepare a new program. If I get a add and prepare a new program, the calendar one. Otherwise, I can modify a calendar with the previous program. So if there's a program 5 day into 8 hour, so I can go and yeah, there's a 5 day into already prepared a program there. I can modify that program, and otherwise I can go and prepare a new program. So once there's a program, then I can go and type whatever that name, new calendar or new calendar beam, or likewise we can type. And once I select this as my default calendar, then I have to go to this modify. This modify, there are two, the total work hours day and detailed work hours day. First, we will change this total work hours day. So total work hours day, we have to decide that how many hours that we have to work. For example, so we can select this 8 hours. Okay, then that means our total work hours per day is 8 hours. So if I do, whatever the weekdays I click, automatically show that the work hours is 8 hours. In the weekends, because I gave to only the program I selected, that 5 hours program, so it's showing only the 0.0. That means non-working days. then again we have to go. So in that stage I just type that means according to my programs, I'm working for Monday to Friday 8 hours, so that's a common program. So if there's a special reason, so we have to check the work week. So
Excuse me, Mr. Anuj.
yeah, yes.
If there's any special location, how we will put it on there?
Yes,
Let's
that steps I'm going to tell that.
okay, fine.
Now this is the common program. So now there's a 5 days and we have completed that. So after that you have to go to this place. There's a item called under the global calendar work weeks. Can you see that? When you click the work weeks, they will show that Sunday. That means we have automatically set that for the whole program. 0 and 8 hours. 0 for the Sundays and other hours is 8 hours. So this also we will set that. So here, and also we have to set that another steps that we have to do this. First we have to set this, we have to check this work weeks. That means what is our work during Monday, what is our Saturday, Sunday. And once then we have to go to the time period. For the under the time period, we have to check that for according to this program, I give this 8 hours only for 5 days, and Saturday, Sunday, I make that 0. So automatically that calculated to for a weeks into 40, and a month is 160, and then year for 1920. So now I have set my program for the general detail. That means I think I'm thinking that whole during my whole project, only Saturday and Sunday are the leave, and other days, that means from this Monday to Friday, there may be some additional holidays. That means the FOIA days or any other things may come. So those things I didn't consider under this program. So if you see this, every programs are same that. So in that, for an example, in your presentation, I gave you a task to also to do that. I gave that balanced holidays in Sri Lanka. That means from July 13 to December 26. There are another 10 to 15 events. So these are the public holidays. So according to our program, also we gave 6 months. So those days I gave that to identify and give that as the non-working days. So here there's a 2 columns. So non-work and work. For an example, I'll do that for July 13. So next month, July 13 is a full moon FOIA day. So if I going to non-work, so I can go and click this as a non-work. So if I have to give a particular working hours, then I have to go to this. Otherwise, I have to the detail works hours days. I can select that whatever the time I have to work and non-work. I can give if for a particular, for example, in the 6th, that is not a full work day. So I am going to do this not give the non-work, but I'm going to give some working days. I'm going to reduce the working duration. So I'm telling that from 8 to 12 only this working, and 13 after 1 o'clock lunch, it is non-working for the July. So there's a different color for this is July 6th, and the 13 is a holiday, and other days are normal 8 hours calendar. So if I click this 6, they automatically show the work hours for the 6 in 5 hours. So this 13 is a holiday. So everything we can do from this stage. That means for the work weeks, and initially we have to set the work weeks and the time period, that the common, what are the hours per day we have to work, and the overall time hours. And then from these 2 elements, we can do that non-working. For holidays we have to add, and non-working days, and for the working days we have to add these things. So can you set the calendar for this program, because it is So we are going to use this the program. I gave you the task list last day, so we are going to do that program for the next day also. So because of that, I need to confirm your calendar. So if you can, please do this calendar. And did you all get that presentation? Otherwise, just wait. Can you see this slide? This holiday slide? I think now you can see this slide.
Yes, yes.
If you can, so just I think it is better to do this now. So in this last steps, I did this. These are the for the calendar. I think we did this test. First, we did what is the calendar, and second step, we move to how to go to the calendar and how to add a new calendar. And if you have to put a new calendar, and we can give a new name for that. And then we have to click this modify button under that, and modify button. We have to give that command that same as like this. You give that. Sorry, and here is a mistake. 6 days, 10 hours. 5 day, 8 hours. Give a 5 day. Sorry, 5 day, 8 hours calendar, and also giving the work week and the non-working days like this. And finally, do this for that from the July 13 to December 26. Please add these days as holiday and serve your calendar, and give a particular name for that calendar also, because we are going to link that calendar with our program. So automatically every calculation and everything change based on that. So I'll give you 5 minutes. Please, if you can just complete that. Prepare a calendar. No, at this moment we don't need to link this calendar to our program, but we have to prepare a particular calendar, and we have to assign that calendar during our assigning of the resources and the calendar and the linking the program. We can directly link that your prepared calendar with that without going for a standard calendars. So in this calendar, definitely please include this these holidays. That's the main item. So other things if you go for the default calendar also we can get, but advantages and there's our special occasions, we have to mark these days as a non-working days, because we are going to follow the Sri Lankan calendar for that 2-story building for the next 6 months. So better to include these holidays to that. මේ හරි නේද?
right.
මේ මම නිකන් සිංහලෙන් කියන්නම් normal විදියට. ඒ කියන්නේ මේක අර ගොඩක් වැදගත් නිසා තමයි මම ගොඩක් වෙලාව ගන්න මේ වගේ බේසික් දේවල් වලින්. කැලෙන්ඩර් එකක් ගොඩක් වැදගත් වෙනවා. මේ කැලෙන්ඩර් එක අපි ඉනිෂියලි හරියට සෙට් කරලා නැත්නම් ලොකෝට කියන්නේ කලින් MS Project and Primavera පාවිච්චි කරපු කට්ටිය නැත්නම් ඔයාලා කොහේ හරි දැකලා තිබ්බනම් පුළුවන් අමාරු ආපහු බේස් ලයින් එකට කරනකොට ට්‍රැක් කරනකොට හරි ගොඩක් අමාරු අපිට ආපහු පොඩි එකක් වුණත් මේ වැරදි ඩීටේල්ස් පෙන්වනවා නැත්නම් ඩියුරේෂන් වැරද්දට පෙන්වනවා ඩිලේ ඇනලිසිස් කරනකොට හරියට ඩිලේ ඩේස් ටික දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ වගේ ලොකු ඉෂුස් ටිකක් එනවා මේ ඩේස් එක හරියට කැලෙන්ඩර් ටික අපිට ඉනිෂියල් ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් ෆෝම් කරන්න නැති වුණාට. ඒකෙන් තමයි කිව්වේ අර කැලෙන්ඩර් එකක් ඇඩ් කරන විදියයි කැලෙන්ඩර් එකෙන් අපි මතක තියෙනවනේ අපි මේ අදාළ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකට අපි හදලා තියෙන කැලෙන්ඩර් එක මොනවද කියලා. ඒ ටික ඔක්කොම හැදුවට පස්සේ ඒකට වීක් ඩේස් මේ හොලිඩේස් අපිට මොකද ස්පෙෂල් ලොකේෂන් හාෆ් ඩේ එකක් කරනවාද ඒ වගේ දේවල් ඔක්කොම ඩිස්කස් කරලා තමයි අපි ඉනිෂියලි ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකෙන් කැලෙන්ඩර් එකක් දාලා අපි මතක තියෙනවනේ මේ නමට තමයි අපේ මේ ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකට සෙට් වෙන්නේ මේ කැලෙන්ඩර් කියලා. දැන් මෙතන මම කිව්වා අර ඔයාලට කියපු ටාස්ක් ටික කොහොමද අයින් කරන්නේ කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ මම තව පොයින්ට් එකක් ඔයාලට කිව්වා අර ග්ලෝබල් කැලෙන්ඩර් කියලා ටයිම් පීරියඩ් එකක් කොහොමද සෙට් කරගන්නේ කියලා. ටයිම් පීරියඩ් එකට වැදගත්කමක් කිව්වා. මේ ටයිම් පීරියඩ් කියලා ඔප්ෂන් එකක් අපි MS ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් වලින් කතා කරන ටයිම් පීරියඩ් එක කොහොමද ඒක ටයිම් පීරියඩ් සෙට් කරන්නේ කියලා. බට් මේ Primavera වලින් කතා කරනවා මේක තමයි අර මම ගිහලා පෙන්වුවා ඔයාලට for day 8 hours නම් ඒක week වලට 40යි month වලට 108ක් ඊට පස්සේ year වලට කොහොමද කියලා මාරු කරගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ ටික සෙට් කරගන්න ඕනේ කේස් එක තියන්නේ දැන් මේ රීසන් එක තමයි අපි අර වගේ අර බර්ත් පීරියඩ් එක දෙන්නේ. දැන් මෙතන මම ක්ලියර් තියෙන ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් අපි බැරි වෙලාවට හරි මේ අපිට අමතක වෙලා මේ 6 hours days then if you leave it as 6 hours day then Primavera physics consider each 6 hours period of our 8 day as one of the original duration calculation. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් අපි අතනින් time period එකට ගිහිල්ලා මාරු කරන්නේ නැත්නම් මේ දැන් project එකේ MS Primavera එකකින් auto calculate කරන්නේ. එයාලා calculate කරන්නේ from the 6 hours they think that there's a 6 hours so automatically they calculate the whole project duration as that 6 hours into whatever the days. So this means if it remains 6 hours per day, we insert an activity original duration. අපි දැන් ගිහිල්ලා අපෝ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක හදනකොට දවස් 3ක් වගේ එක ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එකකට දුන්නා නම් එයා auto calculate කරලා බලනවා ඩාටට. ඒනොට ඇත්තටම අපේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් විදියට එතනින් තියෙන්න ඕනේ 24 hours ටික. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි අපේ ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් විදියට 8 hours නේ අපි කැලෙන්ඩර් එක දීලා තියෙන්නේ. කැලෙන්ඩර් එකකින් අපි 8 hours කියලා දුන්නාත් ඒත් අපි ගිහිල්ලා ටයිම් පීරියඩ් එකට චේන්ජ් කරන්නේ නැත්නම් 8 hours කියපු එක එයා auto calculate කරන්න අපි කැලෙන්ඩර් එකේ දුන්න 8 hours එක. අනිවාර්යයෙන් මෙයා calculate කරන ටයිම් පීරියඩ්ස් ඇතුළේ තියෙන ටයිම් එක. අපි ඒක නිසා අනිවාර්යෙන් දෙනවා ටයිම් අතනින් අපි 8 hours කියලා දුන්නාත් ඒ 8 hours එක අනිවාර්යෙන් දෙන්න ඕනේ hours per time period ඇතුළේ 8 hours into 5 40 කියලා දුන්නා නම් තමයි දෙකම equal වෙන්නේ. එයා calculate කරනකොට මේ equal විදිහට calculate කරනවා. මේක tracking කරනකොට baseline progress කරනකොට ලොකු වැදගත් වෙනවා මේ වගේ duration හරියට දෙන්න එක. Then this means if it remains 6 hours day, we insert an activity original duration 3 days, it will calculate 3 into 6, 18 hours. As can අපේ original program විදියට තියෙන්න ඕනේ 3 into 8, 24 hours. ඒ වුණාට Primavera මේ progress කරන්නේ 3 into 6, 18 hours. case එකේ time period ඇතුළේ 6 hours කියලා තියෙනවා. Then if you change 6 hours day to 8 hours day, original duration of the activity will be 18 into 8. දැන් ගිහිල්ලා මම කියන පස්සේ ගිහලා change කරන්න ගියපු ගමන් එයා මොනවද කරන්නේ අතනින් තියෙන 18 වෙනස් වෙන්න 8 එක විතර වෙනස් වෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ 18 into 8 by into 2.3525 days කියලා තමයි එතනින් calculate වෙන්නේ. අපි 3 hours කියලා duration දීලා තිබ්බා Primavera එකෙන් පෙන්නන්නේ 2.25 days. ඊට පස්සේ අපිට හිතාගන්න බැරිවෙනවා කොතනින් මේ වැරද්දක් වුනේ කියලා. ඒ නිසා තමයි කිව්වේ initial stage වලම මේ steps ටික ඔක්කොම කරගෙන යන්න ඕනේ කියලා.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Now in our hours per time period, now when we take hours per month,
Yes.
Now, if say now we have 8 hours per day and the month is only having 30, not 30 days, the 31 days, then how can we get into this one? Because now every month we don't have in 30 days.
No, for that, generally we can take that average as for 8 hours. If you give that 8 hours, it's okay. That from that automatically the main requirement is the first date. That means for this date. That means hours per day.
The important part is the hours per day,
Hours
not
per day.
the
Other part, no. Other
okay.
part is normally for the general norms. We are calculating that for a month, for a week, there's a 5 days. Month for a month, for 4 weeks. In a year, there's a 56 weeks. Likewise, general norms. But that there should be a this work days in day for in our calendar with that 8 hours. You can't give that in here. If you give, you have to give that 8 hours, and if you give the 6 hours for at this place, then our calendar will be during our durations and activity, we will face some difficulties.
Right.
So,
That means the important part is the hours per day,
hours
not the
per day,
other
not
things.
the other things. No.
Right. Okay, thank you.
So that's the things. So now I have once we complete the calendar, that means whatever the everything's, and we know that this is the calendar that I have prepared for this program. So now we have to link that calendar to our program. So for that I have to, so for an example, according to my calendar, I give that name for that newly created 5-day into 8-hour calendar. So this is my default calendar for this project. So when you are going to add this calendar, so I'll do that in this Primavera. Can you see this Primavera screen?
Yes.
Okay. In the Primavera, just go to this enterprise and click the projects. So if you are in this project button, there's no any issues. Check that in which windows you are. So if you go to the enterprises and click this project, that the project window is automatically will appear. That means this window. So final assignment, that BIM class, according to you have some other project also. So under this, if you go in this place in the down bar, there's a call defaults. So defaults, you may see that there's a icon called calendar. If you go to this calendar and click here, then you can see the all calendars what we prepared and the available all calendars. In that we have to go and assign according to that means if you give a name for that BIM our class, so you go and click, and if you assign that, select that class, that calendar, it is automatically linked to this our new program. So after this, now from onwards, they will automatically calculate based on this calendar to this program.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Yeah, now that problem is coming to me now. I think I have not included my project in that enterprise tab.
Right.
So when I am building that project, it is not showing the
showing that, yes.
Yeah.
If you not allocate, and also I think someone asked me the questions earlier that how we can move that. For example, so I have this last stage we have prepared a program. So that is called this BIM, and there are some activities. So how can I move this program to this new BIM class or this project? So you can easily say that you can just go and copy this. So these are in this project. So I'm just go and copy this every activities. And once I go to this again to this BIM class, and in place I paste this. So they will ask what are the things we have to copy and paste. So in here automatically these activities have now so can you get this? Again, අපි already මේ අපි දැන් last week එක program එකක් දැන් අපි enterprise එකක් හැදුව නැතුව නිකන් මේ අලුත් program එක start කරේ project එක start කරේ ඒක අපි වෙන මොකරේ project එකක් දාලා තිබ්බා කියලා කියන්න. දැන් අද තමයි මම ඔයාලට කියලා දුන්නේ කොහොමද enterprises එකක් start කරලා add කරන්න කියලා. ඒක ඇතුළේ දැන් enterprises ඇතුළේ ගිහිල්ලා BIM එකක් add කරන්න ඕන නම් දැන් මට මිස් වෙලා last week එක අපි දැන් BIM class කියලා වෙනම හදලා තියෙන program නැත්නම් මේ මුල් ඔක්කොම මේක ඇතුළේ අලුතෙන් ගිහලා add කරන්න නැතුව මම just copy කරලා paste කරා මේ මගේ අලුත් මේ enterprise ඇතුළේ. දැන් ඕන නම් මම මේක delete කරගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මේක වැඩක් නැත්නම් මම මේක ගිහලා delete කරගන්නත් පුළුවන්. මේ තේරෙනව නේද?
ඒක මේ දැන් යටින් කැලෙන්ඩර් ඒ කියන්නේ යට තියෙන මෙනු එක පෙන්වන්නේ නැත්තේ.
කොයිද යට තියෙන මෙනු එක කියලා කියන්නේ?
ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් කැලෙන්ඩර් අපි මේක ඇඩ් කරේ කැලෙන්ඩර් එක එන මෙනු එක තියෙනවනේ.
ඔව් මෙතනින්ද?
No. What I'm saying is now that the below menu, now what you have inserted the calendar.
Yes.
Yeah, so that one is not appearing in my.
In your one is not appearing that.
Yeah, that's one.
I think. Did you add the new enterprises and a new project?
Yes, I have copied that one to the engineering and construction under engineering and construction. So after that, now when I'm picking that file, it is not appearing. The menu is not appearing.
Can you send me can you save your file and can you send me that?
Yeah, shall I email it to you then?
Yes, email. I will check that.
Right, okay.
So then I will check that. So these are the things that under today the Primavera will discuss. Especially my requirement is to add the calendar and get the idea about this enterprises and the organization breakdown structure. So please complete that task list that last year I gave that activities with nearly 60 or 90. Complete that program and prepare the calendar and try to link that calendar to that program in the Primavera. If you are the people who complete the task, just please mail me so I can check that whether you did that in a correct manner or is there anything to change that. And if you have any problems or if you have any issues on that, please just tell me. So now we can move to this MS project. So we have completed that in the Primavera, the basic things, how to prepare the project and how we can add the work breakdown structure, and from the work breakdown structure, how we can insert these activities. Also, if you have project and if there is a root of the projects, and also if there are child projects and the main projects, how we can get that enterprises project, and how we can add that under that main enterprises projects, how we can add these sub projects. Also, how to prepare, the main important part is to prepare the calendar and how to link the default calendar to our according to the required projects. So that those are the basic things we discussed to this Primavera. And for the next class we can now, I think please complete, and for the next class definitely please complete that complete the program of the Primavera, because next class we are going to link that link the program that predecessors and successors, and also going to allocate the resources. So for that we have to complete the whole program, that also item sequence 96. So now we can move to this MS project. In the MS project also, just I just tell that things what we did in the last week. MS project in the last week, initially we did that regarding that ML calendar. So which we went to this project information and set the start date, and also for the working time we go to this calendar, and at that work piece, and also what are the default days, and what are the common working days, and everything. We did the changes. I think I didn't change, but I think you all have changed in your calendar that working days, and also these holidays I gave today. Please add that holidays into this MS project calendar also, that balance but for the balance 6 months. Then I gave some holidays under the in the slide I gave that to the Primavera slide. Please add that holidays to this MS project also. So I think you know that how to add this in this MS project. For example, if then July 13 is a OER day, just I just click on this and OER day. Okay. Under the exception I giving that, so automatically is 17 to 13. They are clearing this non-working days. So it has set here under the details, non-working days they have mentioned. So there's a if there is a working particular time, I will give this. And also if it continue the every month for the same day, I can give monthly. Otherwise I have to go and change every month, identify the day, and have to give what is the reason for that. So today in this MS project, and also we last day we identify how to add this task. So how to add the task and how to summarize the task. For example, if I am under the structural works, I have now item works. This is the main work breakdown structures. So under the structural works, I identified there are 5 activities. So these activities linked with these structural works. And also for the masonry works, there are 3 works, and waterproofing. Likewise, the work process are going on. So how to give a new task and how to summarize the task also we learned last week. So for example, if I in advance we had to type these all activities, and if I feel these 4 activities are belong to this the construction works, I just go the summary task. Or otherwise, if I give a summary task, there is a new task will come, so I can give that to the summary name for the construction. So today I'm going to tell you how to link that. For an example, So in here, if you see in this program, every activities are starting on June 22nd. Sorry, June 6th. Every activities are going to start on June 6th. And also the project also is going to complete on 5th 8 2022. 14 days, and going to start 6th and going to finish 5th, but because the all works are going, so this is a wrong program is wrong. So the reason for that, there is no any link between these activities. So we have to set this link. So the link are mainly using through these works called predecessors and successors. So that means the predecessors and successors ඉස්සරහ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ පස්සේ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ ඒ වගේ කතාව තමයි මේ predecessors එක ඇතුළේ successor ඇතුළේ අපි කතා කරන්න යන්නේ. මේ දැන් මේකෙන් there are conditions හතරක් තියෙනවා. මම මේ condition හතරම ගැන slide show එකකින් හරියට කියලා තියෙනවා. ඔයාලට slide show එකෙන් බලන්න පුළුවන්. slide show බලවන තේරෙනවා ඇති. එතනින් කියලා තියෙනවා summary කරන එක මොනවද කියලා. finish to start, start to start, finish to finish, start to finish. ඒ වගේ condition හතරක් තමයි අපි link කරන්නේ පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. So the finish to start, that means finish to start means, so if I am going to start another work, so before that I have to complete the previous work. For example, if I am going to place the concrete for a slab, definitely I have to complete the formwork and the reinforcement works. Without the formwork and the reinforcement tasks, I can go to the concreting work. So that's tell that finish to start. So same as to start work. So for some kind of works, we no need to wait until that work finish. If I have to early completion, if I have to achieve the speed my target, sometimes some work I can start once the previous work start. For an example, if you come to the concrete works, so for the placing the concrete for ready mix or the hand mix ready concrete, we need to complete this formwork and the reinforcement. But if you take the slab works, so once first you start this formwork arrangement, applying this plywood and the jacks, acro jacks, and we will start the formwork arrangements. But we no need to wait until the whole formwork arrangement to start the reinforcement works. So for example, if there is a 2000 meter square floor area slab, so after 2-3 days when we start, so you completed nearly 200 or 300 meters square of that formwork arrangement. So from that, after 4 to 5 days, we can start our reinforcement works. So if you start like that, if you complete this formwork in 30 days, we can complete that reinforcement arrangement in 35 days. Only the both, that's only five days behind the formwork and the reinforcement. So you can easily, otherwise if I have to complete if I wait for until the formwork completion, so I have to wait for 30 days for the formwork and another 30 days for reinforcement. 30 into 30, 60 days. After 60 days only I can go for the concrete. So without that, if I go to the start steps, so I'm going to doing that formwork arrangement. While formwork arrangement, going to start the reinforcement arrangement. So only the overall project, overall days for the formwork and the reinforcement arrangement, only 35 days, not a 60 days. So those things we can do this start to start work. Other one is the finish to finish. The finish to finish is it is a common most of the steps. That means one work should finish to complete this other work. For not to start, finish. For example, without we complete this masonry works, we can't finish our plastering works. Yeah, the masonry works is another part. They will be using the engineering bricks or the fly ash bricks, or fly ash blocks or cement blocks. We will do the masonry part. So in other team doing the plastering part behind them. So if I have to complete this plastering part, definitely I should to complete this masonry part. Also, if I have to do the plumbing and the electrical conduit and the pipelines works in the wall, so I definitely need this completion of the walls. Otherwise, I can plan for that. So finally, start to finish. So without start some activities, we can't finish some other activities. So these are the main four conditions under this linking. So these four conditions, not only for this MS project, same things we need in the Primavera also. So no, and also in this, but if you are for this, if you are going to prepare a program in this directly in this Navisworks, so this Excel manager also, we need same concept. So that's why I put the slide also. Please take an idea about this, how to link the task. So because if you fail in the link in the task, and if you fail to identify the, because for this program it is nearly 80 to 90 sequence, so you can easily link. But if there's a program with 60, 100 or 500 with the electrical, plumbing and the AC, fire, so in that times there are number of links. So we had one by one we have to go for the detail. So in some place in the fire will cross with this electrical line, so electrical conduit and the CCTV conduit their cable. Likewise, there are number of confusions may arise when the sequence of the program are increasing. So in that time, we have to correctly identify the linkage, how to link this program. So today I will give to how to link this, and please complete this linking process. So actually the predecessor and success for the whole project according to your construction knowledge. If you have any problem on the linking, just please send me a message or the email with your problem. For example, so now we'll start. So this is the construction works, okay, that complete works. Okay, okay. So first is mobilization. So that means, there is no any issues, and shoring and excavation, trench excavation for footing, backfilling. So we know that once we mobilize and mention 45 days for the mobilization. So I think that's much no need for that. So if you can think that how to link with this mobilization. So in this, our shoring and our excavation works and the mobilization works are starting in the same date, but we can't do that. So once we mobilize the site and we have fixed our temporary office and temporary accommodation for our laborers, we can go to the shoring and excavation work. So for an example, I think that I have to complete this shoring and mobilization task. So there's a 3-4 methods that to link this task. So I will tell you all methods. Just you select whatever the method that easy for you. For here, I have to link this shoring and excavation. So I click this mobilization and control that shoring. And in here, if you go to this task, and there is a, I can call link the selected task. So can you see that? Just click these activities, press the control and click and go and link. Otherwise, automatically these activities are coming. That means in here now you can see in the program the mobilization process completed on 17 June 2022. From 20th onwards, the shoring and excavation work started, because I think during that day there is maybe a holiday, or that's why there's a gap between the 17th and 20th. And also the shoring and excavation and footing. So I think that I will wait up to this shoring and excavation. So in that time, we have to go, if you have to link click these activities and this, and I can go and click this link, automatically it will link. Otherwise, there is from this bar also we can connect like this. Also automatically this and second method. Just we have select the whatever the bar and click that. Sorry. And automatic link and that also move to here. Otherwise, there's another method that just go and double click on this button, the producer. So the task information chart will come appear. Under that, there's the second one is the producer. So in here they mentioned that previous activities. What is if I put the here activity name for the activity number 5, automatically, sorry, I think I'm going to put the activity number. So if I put that activity number 3, automatically they show that activity number mobilization. So which type? I told that there's 4 types that we discussed: finish to finish, or start to start, finish to finish, likewise. So in here, if I had to finish to start, then I will there. In additionally, there's mentioned there's a column lack. So for an example, so don't need for this one. In here, these works, that means completion of first floor, masonry works completion. So we're going to start and complete the masonry works, and we don't need to wait until the plaster, so masonry complete. So we can start while the masonry going, we can start the plastering work. So for the first floor, so these activities, activity number 16 and activities number 25. So I go and link these activities, but according to this, it has mentioned that I have to wait until the completion of that activity 16. So I'll tell that no need. So I just double click the task information. Here they mentioned activity number 16. That means completion of first floor, finish to start. Only we can start this activity number 25. So I will change here. No need to finished. Start to start. That means to start the plastering works, I need to start the masonry works. So but for the same date is difficult to start. If I have for that, in those places we have to consider that. Mean if you have the for the both works, the masonry works as well as the plastering works, the resources are same. That means we need that mason as well as the other materials are cement, sand materials are the same. So we have to think about our available resources as well as its available work teams. So if you have some issues that we can, it will automatically, the resources is not sufficient resources, we can level that resources. There are steps for that. So we have to consider those things. So in this space, I just go and give that. So I have to start. So if I have to going to start the plastering works, definitely I have to start the masonry works. So the start to start, and here I can give that after once start the masonry works 5 days. So if I complete for first to second floor masonry work for the first 5 days, I did that masonry works. So then from that stage, I will get some, I can complete some kind of rooms. And the once I complete the room, so I can give that rooms for the electrical peoples and the electrical and the plumbing, also plastering works, I can give that. So that's why I mentioned that I'm not going to wait 5 or 10 days. So if I give 10 days, in here automatically you can see that that means 16 SS means start to start. That 16 event means the completion of first floor. Completion of the first floor should start to start the plastering works from that 10 days. So it automatically calculate here 20. That means this work start only 6. From that 10 days. 10 days, there are some, I think, holidays. So because of that, automatically give the 20th. So likewise, we have to add the predecessors and successors for each event. For an example, for backfilling, we have to wait that backfilling. It is wait until, for an example, the ground floor structural works completed. It's better to go for the backfilling. So once we come as soon as possible to complete the trench excavations, no need to go for the backfilling. Wait for the backfilling under the foundation and retaining wall columns and completion of ground floor. It is better to go for the backfilling. For example, the backfilling and link here like this. So if I link this backfilling, it will automatically showing that there is a error in this program. That means earlier program going to start after this program. So then we have to go one by the. So now already we have completed the mobilization, shoring, excavation, and trench excavation, backfilling, and then foundation, including basement slab. So definitely for this works, we have to complete the trench excavation and the. So we link like. So here I have did that, and you can see here there are some red marks, and there's a it's reason for that this task mode. So once we complete this, better always using this manual mode during the editing part. That means when you are editing some these days and everything. But once you complete this, automatically go and click here and give these auto schedules. When you give the auto schedule, that program automatically link this works, and the duration also. In the initial stage we show that the overall duration of the program was 45 days, start from 6 and completing only on within 1 month. But now you can see that because of this predecessors and successors linkage, so the program is track and up to this December. So please complete this for the balance works. So for masonry works and completion of the ground floor, completion of first floor, that check that first floor. If you have to go do the basement floor works, definitely you need to complete this basement floor of that, not the roof, but basement floor of the foundation and basement have to complete that. And for the ground floor work, definitely the structural ground floor should complete. And for the waterproofing also same. Without, and you can't go without the waterproofing, we can go to the plastering and other activities. Likewise, based on your, I think most of you, not a first year or second year students, in industry peoples and the peoples in the final year students or third, fourth year. So definitely during the measurement part and other things you learn regarding this. If you're students, for the professionals, this is not a big issue. So based on that, prepare this program. So because if you fail to do this in this the linking and everything, we can't see in the 4D, we can't get a proper linkage and the proper model in the 4D. So that's why I'm telling that, because I'm going to add this program to the 4D. Otherwise, if I'm going to add the big program, we will very difficult to do that. Because of that, I'm asking to use this program and do this every chance, because I am having the complete program, so I can check that I am having the complete program of these files and the resource allocation and with the BIM 4D and the 3D model. So if you complete and give that for your program, I can check with my program, and if there are any correction, I also can modify and change that. That is that will help for us to prepare a better model in this final out, because our main thing is to doing the project planning and that every activities through this MS project with this 4D model. So for that, these are the initial steps. That's why I'm telling taking too much time. So sometimes the people who know in this MS project in the Primavera make it bored, but I'm taking too much time, because if you have failed and if you have failed to prepare a basic program and the basic calendar and the basic link in a wrong manner, our model also will go for in a not in a suitable manner. That's why I'm asking to that. So please complete this balance activities linking with this previous and complete this predecessors and successors. So because in this MS project, once you complete this predecessors and successors, the planning stage is totally complete. After that, we have need to the duration and allocating the resources. Allocating resources also is not a big task, only finding the resources and typing. After that, just copy and linking like step in MS project is not a difficult task. So main difficult task in the MS project is linking the task. Once you link the task and go to this task model and give the auto schedule, then you will see the correct duration and when we are going to start the project and when we are going to finish the project. So if you have any problem in that, just send me a mail through that. And better if you can complete this, please send me your program, the both. So with that, I think this predecessor and success is okay. And also I told you that when we will link in linking, also there is also unlink. So if I feel that these two links are it's wrong, so it's same process, just select and go and click here this unlink. Automatically the link will break. So you can, if you have any problem, if you have any if you feel that so this link is wrong, so you can just go and remove that linkage and we can change that. So and also another in basic activities we can add notes also. So if you right click and here you can see the notes. So we are practicing if you are while preparing the program, if you have any issues or if you are feel that there is any things you have to mention in the place, just practicing this using these notes. So when you using these notes, you can for example if I tell that notes the transaction මේ manual කරන්න ඕනද නැත්නම් මේ මම මොකරි equipment පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕනද කියලා මට හරියට නැති නිසා මම මෙතනින් දැනට දාලා තිනවා. මට පස්සේ idea එක එනවා මේ resource allocate කරනකොට යාදාලා කෙනෙක්ට අහන්න මෙතනින් අපි දැන් මේම note එක දුන්න ගමන් මෙතනින් එනවා activities note එකක් තියෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ මට මතකයි මම මේ වගේ delay analysis කරනකොට මොකරි delay එකක් එනවා නම් ටක් කාලේ ඒ වෙලාවට note එකක් දාලා තියෙනවා. පස්සේ මේ කියන්නේ අපිට වැරද්දක් කෙනකොටම ඩිලේ ඇනලිසිස් කරන්න අමාරුයි. ඒවලට ඩීටේල්ස් ටික සර්ව් කරලා පස්සේ අන්තිම මාස අන්තිමේ හැරි මොකද monthly progress report කරනකොට තමයි ඩිලේ ඇනලිසිස් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඒක නිසා මේ වගේ නෝට් එකක් දාගෙන යන්න ඕනේ අනිවාර්යයෙන්. ඊට පස්සේ මේ මේකින් පුළුවන් අපිට සමහර දවල්ට හයිබර්ලින්ක් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. මේ ඇක්ටිවිටිස් ටික දැන් අපි මම කියන්නේ දැන් මේ වගේ දවල් අපි ප්‍රොඩියුසර්ස් බේසික් දවල් කරනකොට අපිට ඉදිරියට ඕන වෙන දවල් ටික නැත්නම් මේ අයිඩියා ගන්න ඕන දවල් ටික අපිට තිබ්බනම් ඒක මෙම නෝට් එක දාලා තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් හයිබර්ලින්ක් කරලා හයිබර්ලින්ක් කරනවා අපි PowerPoint එකෙන් කරනවා වගේ මෙතන ගිහිල්ලා මෙහෙදිනත් ලින්ක් කියලා ඇති හයිබර්ලින්ක් කියලා අන්තිමට ඇති රයිට් ක්ලික් කරපු ගමන් ලින්ක් කියලා. ඒක කියපු ගමන් අර MS ප්‍රොජෙක්ට් එකෙන් පෙන්නනවා sorry මේ PowerPoint වලින් පෙන්නනවා වගේම එනවා අපිට ඕන දවල්ට. ඊපස්සේ අපි කැමති තැනක් දීලා තමයි මේක ලින්ක් කරපුවම මෙතන හයිපර්ලින්ක් මාක් එකක් එනවා. මේක ක්ලික් කරපුවම ඔටෝ මේ අරක එනවා අයිටම්ස් ටික. හරිද එනම් මේ පොඩක් කම්ප්ලීට් කරන්න දැන් MS project එකේ program ටික මේ විදිහට detail හදලා එයාගේ predecessor successes කරලා link කරලා සම්පූර්ණම total project duration එක ගන්න අපි දැන් මේම link කරපු ගමන් දැන් මේ අපි ඉදිරියට වෙනස් කරන්න වෙනවා මේ days ටික අපි duration estimate method එක පාවිච්චි කරලා මේ days ටික වෙනස් කරනකොට auto schedule දුන්න නිසා auto duration ටික start finish days වෙනස් වෙනවා ඒක නිසා issue එකක් නෑ දැනට total program එක complete කරලා predecessor successes ටික දාන්න මේ ඔයාලගේ link එක ඔයාලා මොකද link වලට idea එක ආව නැත්නම් just please message එකක් දාන්න මම මේකට කියන්නම් මොන link එකක් දාන්න ඕනි කියලා MS project එකත් කරන්න Primavera වලට දැන් link කරන විදිහ මම next week එක කියලා දෙන්න ඒ වුණාට Primavera complete කරන්න සම්පූර්ණම task එක include කරලා complete කරන්න මේ number 1 task එකේ ඉඳලා task මේ 80 90 task එක ඇතුළේ MS project එකේට වඩා අතරින් අමාරු task ටික enter කර යන්න already complete කරලා තිබ්බනම් අවුල් නැහැ මේ task ටික activate කරලා අලුත් enterprises එකක් open කරලා enterprise ඇතුළේ මේ අපි start කරපු project one project විදිහට maintain කරලා ඒකට අදාළ WVS activities ටිකත් maintain කරලා අපි අද හැදුව calendar එකක් link කරලා තියන්න මේ next week එක MS project Primavera වලට අපි කොහොමද days ටික allocate කරන්න එකයි වෙලාව තිබ්බනම් resources ටික allocate කරන එකත් බලමු මොකද ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවද තව මේකෙන් කරන්න එකෙන් you have any problems on this because that one person and earlier asked me to I think whether is available that activate the Navisworks and this Bexel manager so I already told that if you are if you are a student so for the Bexel manager you can't activate normally you can activate that so for that I have to give you the username and password so if you are a student or academic the working please send your detail if you are a student just send your details yes your university for the Navisworks only for the Bexel manager only the students please send your details that means I don't just your email address that means email address not your personal email address the university email address so if you are there's some university email address it will end with some university.lk likewise there is an email address for the particular address that students are using from the university so I need that email address otherwise if you are not a student and if you don't have the student ID so please tell me personally send me an email your name and details because that Bexel manager give only one serial number to a one person only so even you also can't if you uninstall your computer or format your machines you can't use that same serial number for the same machine so because of that you can I think last time I sent a one person so only one person I think only I have at this moment only two gave their personal details and got that Excel manager license for that so for that I think Nali so please mail me your email address and if you are a student just mention otherwise if you are not working person please tell me your details so I can personally email you I can get that your account and that username password from this Excel manager and I can forward you otherwise it is difficult for you and for the Naviswork is a crack version so I will send you a link for this Naviswork 2019 check your computer and if it's to install the 19 or 20 I will send the link to download and with the steps what are the steps to install this Naviswork so from that you can install that so is any other one having the problem in this installation of softwares and the available softwares please if you have any problem in the softwares because I didn't get any mail. I can understand whether you got or any because I'm doing this MS project in the Primavera, but I can't see whether you are following that or otherwise you are doing also that you are watching the recording and later you are doing. Oh, I can't get the feedback. I can't get that. So that way, if you have any problems, just tell. If you have my speed or if you can't get any understand or my language, so if I have to go talk in Sinhala, if you have any feedback, just give me, then I can change that. Because earlier we told that this is we are not going to hurry and complete this task in 10 hours or sorry 10 class or 15. So we'll try to complete this within the 10 or 12 days. But if we can't complete that, just we will do that in another 1-2 day, because then rather than the complete and everything, so our main requirement is to uh, as a first steps, you must get the basic idea at least, because even myself also, I couldn't learn, I couldn't get everything during my lectures in this especially in this software. I did these all softwares separately, but I didn't observe, and I couldn't learn everything during the first time. But later I got the basic ideas. Based on that, I started to practice and do some videos and everything. So I did this even now also. If some activities I can't remember in some softwares, because when we are using the 8 to 9 softwares, may forget some kind of, because for an example is in Primavera, I didn't practice with Primavera for the last 6 to 7 months. I didn't practice, so I didn't use that Primavera in the practical applications. So recently I got the chance to work with this Navisworks and very recently the Excel manager. So and the project manager, so MS project are using because of my project. So for outsource, I didn't get the opportunity to work for this Primavera. So likewise, you will forget easily whatever the things. Only one things, maintain that lecture notes. That's why we are giving this PDF file, because rather than the videos, the PDF file and the presentation will help you. Not this time, you will feel that when you start to apply that in the practical. So in the time you can easily, if you have a basic idea, just check the PDF or presentation and you can just do that. So that's why if you need any other help, or if you have any problems on my lectures or the method, and also if you feel that it is not good to do the both software at once, that means parallelly going this MS project and the Primavera may confusing you, just you can mention me, then I can change that and complete this MS project, and after that can move to this Primavera. So by considering the time factor only, we started to plan to go the parallelly this MS project and the Primavera. If you feel that difficult to understand the both at once, you can tell me. Is there any problem? So okay, I will check that whether you have understand or not. Please tell the others also. I think I will send the mail. Please, I need the Primavera file and this MS project file up to today. What you did. Because this is not an assignment or the exam, but just I have to get the idea whether you understand or not. Otherwise, I have to change the method or the way of teaching, because I don't know, because my main problem is I don't know the level of the students. So the all I don't think the all are in the basic level as well as all are in yes, advanced level. So some there are beginning and intermediate as well as advanced level. So to understand that, I need to check your file, completed file. So I think I believe you will mail me those MS project and file. I'll expect that. And after that, I will send you the feedback personally. What are the things and what are the things you have to refer and how you can develop those things. I think that will helpful for you. So if you don't have any problem, so today we can wind up this session, and I will upload this video in this drive, and also I'll share that presentation. Then so once tell that if you can do this MS project and Primavera separately, it will be better. So then we can so I will complete this MS project. So MS project is easy to understand and easy to handle this. So if you get this MS project, you can easily do this Primavera. Primavera is a little bit complex. So I will try to complete this whole MS project. That means already we have started the living beginning level. So I will try to complete the whole MS project after from next two sessions on 26th and next month July. So with 3, so within another 2 sessions we can complete this MS project, complete MS project, allocating the resources. Now already we have this main task linking, then allocating the durations and the resources and how to monitoring and doing the delay analysis. All part I will try to give you the basic and the details. So for that, please complete this task and the MS project next week. So then we can, for the whole session, we will do this MS project, and that is easy for you and also for me also. So then you can, at least you can complete a one software and then we can move to the another software. Then from that we can, for the beam advanced, we can move that. Okay, that's good. So any other issues? So then I think then there is no any issue. So if you have any problem, just send a mail or send a message to this Stillness WhatsApp group. We can do that. Okay. Okay, thank you and good night.